Alrighty, are we live? I said, are we live? Then let's get it, y'all. Without further ado, let's get it. Come on. Uh, 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 uh. Come on. Come on. Uh, uh, uh-huh. Uh. Uh. Come on. Uh. 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 Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We can't be on too long. We got an hour left, or 48 minutes left, y'all, before I have to get out of here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the CV numbers. Wait a minute. There I am. I ain't ashamed of who I am. I can show my face. Hello, how you doing? Hey, y'all. Tonight, God willing, that's the last ride we gonna have on BESSIE May. Now, never say never, but the new bike is supposed to arrive tomorrow. I am so excited. For those of y'all that saw it, the new shower curtain finally got here, and it looks amazing. The video was up. I made a short video showing the bathroom. You see how it looks. I got the mats, the matching mats coming. They're coming. They'll be here between the 4th and the 24th. They're coming from China, but whatever. They're going to make them custom made. The whole bathroom is going to be custom made. So I'm really excited about that. Also, I'm looking at BESSIE over there in the corner. If the girl at the 7-Eleven is serious, it'll be sold. But I'm going to make sure I like the new bike. Excuse me, before I get rid of it. I'm going to make sure I like the new bike. You know? So, let's get started, y'all. We ain't got much time. Now, I can let the video play and just let it play. But we got to do the CV numbers. I tried to do it on the last video outside, but the phone wouldn't show the active cases still in the state. So no matter how I tried to bring it in, it still wouldn't do it. So we had to do it the hard way. So let's go ahead and get that out the way first. Let's get the CV numbers before the people start banging on the door. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. Be responsible. I'm gonna try to keep my voice low, and let's do the CV numbers. We got 32,070,784 known cases of the coronavirus that we know of in the United States. So far, we lost 577,179 people. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all. California knows how to party in the city of LA. They hoped the CV and crime would go away. I'm talking about California. Can somebody tell me how my mic level is? How's the mic sounding, y'all? Is the mic pretty good? Can somebody tell me? Well, hold on. Let me get the bomber phone before we get started here. I'll make sure. Is the mic pretty good? Can somebody tell me? Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. Thanks to the family member that told me that. I appreciate it. Excuse that light that's on me because I don't have the regular light on. I guess I should walk over there. All right, my duck farmer says it sounds good. Let me share The screen, my bad, y'all. Here we go. There we go. So I get to see what y'all see. All right. California, 2,558 new cases. They lost 54 people today. They still got 1,680,000 walking around infected. Let's two-step on down to Texas. They got 4,532 new cases. They lost 60 people today. They got 90,500 infected. Florida, the Sunshine State. I can't wait to jump in their lakes. Florida, 9,068 new cases. They lost 78 people today. They got 442,500 people infected. New York, New York, you're a native New Yorker. You're a native New Yorker. I listened to that song today and I forgot the words. I'm embarrassed. I listened to the song today and I forgot the words. My apologies, y'all. We'll get it right tomorrow. Illinois, 3,100. Oh, I'm sorry. New York, 5,212 new cases. They lost 48 people. They got 647,000 infected. Illinois, 3,193 new cases. They lost 17 people. They got 82,000 infected. Transylvania, or should I say Pennsylvania? They got 6,120 new cases. They lost 56 people. They got 98,500 infected. Georgia, Georgia on my mind. I caught the midnight train to Georgia, and I'm bringing the CV that I caught in California. Georgia, 1,913 new cases. They lost 25 people today. They got 251,500 infected. Ohio, 2,340 new cases reported. They lost 24 people today. They still got 39,000 infected. New Jersey, 4,848 new cases. They lost 50 people today. They got 204,000 infected almost. Ain't nothing finer than the mountain climbs of North Carolina. North Carolina, 1,364 new cases. They lost 15 people. Thank God my friend ain't one. They got 24,000 infected. Arizona, 610 new cases. They lost 19 people today. They got 16,000. They got 17,000 infected. Damn. Michigan, what up, though? They got 10,277 new cases. What you doing, dirty Detroit? They lost 81 people today. They got 236,500 infected. Tennessee, Tennessee. They got 1,457 new cases. They lost 7 people. They got 13,500 infected. Indiana, ooh-wee, somebody better find my hookah. They got 952 new cases. They lost 16 people. They got 23,000 infected. Massachusetts, they got 1,598 new cases reported today. They lost 7 people. They got 36,000 still infected. Virginia, 2,048 new cases. They lost 20 people. They got 576,000 infected almost. Wisconsin, 922 new cases of the coronavirus. They lost 10 people today. They got 8,900 people infected. Missouri, or should I say Missouri, 657 new cases, but they lost none. They got 99,000 infected, though. Ain't nothing finer than the coastal lines of South Carolina. They got 701 new cases today reported. They lost 13 people, no active stats. Minnesota, 1,358 new cases. They lost 3 people. They got 17,500 infected. Alabama, I said Alabama, 282 new cases. They lost 10 people. They got 184,000 infected. Colorado, or should I say Colorado, 1,904 new cases today. They lost 13 people. They got 114,000 infected. Louisiana, 452 new cases. They lost 14 people. No active stats. Oklahoma, 109 new cases of the coronavirus, but they lost none. They got 10,000 infected. Oh, shucky ducky. It's time to go to Mitch McConnell's state of Kentucky. They got 796 new cases, but they only lost 4. They got 377,500 infected. It's time to go to my state. Ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. I said, ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. We got 1,084 new cases today. We lost 14 people. Thank God I ain't one of them. We got 410,500 infected. Quick, draw McGraw. It's time to go to Utah. Diet. 358 new cases in Utah reported today. They only lost 2. They got 9,000 infected. Iowa. 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 578 new cases of the coronavirus, and they lost none. They got 42,000 infected, though. Washington State, 997 new cases reported today. They lost 10 people. They got 192,000 infected. The fake Kansas, Arkansas, 224 new cases. They lost 8 people. They got 1,700 infected. Connecticut, 1,118 new cases. They lost 17 people. They got 37,000 infected. Nevada, 412 new cases. They lost 7 people. They got 17,500 infected. Mississippi, you got M-I, a crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Mississippi, they got 317 new cases. They lost 23 people. They got 3,300 infected. It's time to go to Kansas. We gotta sneeze on down the road. We gotta sneeze on down the road. When you got that COVID-19, you can carry a load. Come on, let's sneeze on down the road. Kansas, no stats today. Nebraska, 331 new cases. They lost 5 people. They got 46,500 infected. New Mexico. I said New Mexico. 177 new cases. They lost 9 people. They got 15,000 infected almost. Idaho. 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 Idaho, 219 new cases of the coronavirus. They only lost 4. They got 78,500 infected, though. Oregon, 548 new cases of the coronavirus, and they lost 5. They got 16,000 infected. West Virginia, 328 new cases, but they only lost 2. They got 7,300 infected. It's time to roll that R. Can we roll that R? It's time to go to the little island called Rhode Island. We can do better than that. We got to roll that R. I said Rhode Island. 454 new cases, but they only lost 2. They got 131,500 infected. South Dakota, 262 new cases of the coronavirus reported today, and they lost none. They got 2,400 infected, though. Quick draw McGraw. It's time. I'm sorry, wrong state. It's time to go watch Tito Santana wrestle in the raggedy state of Montana. 173 new cases. They only lost 2. They got 1,005 infected there. North Dakota, 231 new cases. They only lost 2. They got 1,100 infected there in North Dakota. Delaware, I said Delaware. Delaware, 210 new cases reported today. They lost 6 people. They got 8,100 infected. New Hampshire, 376 new cases of the coronavirus reported today, and they lost none. They got 3,400 infected, though. Alaska, 134 cases reported, and they lost none. They got 8,000 infected. Wyoming, Wyoming, Wyoming. 82 new cases of the coronavirus. They only lost 2. They got 457 infected. It's a pain to live in Maine. It's mundane, so plain, 'cause everything looks the same. Oh, it's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a pain to live in Maine. It's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a pain, a strain to live in Maine. Maine, 571 new cases of the coronavirus. They only lost 2, no active stats. District of Columbia, 113 new cases. They only lost 1. They got 12,000 and a half still infected in D.C. Hawaii. Hawaii 5-0. On a little island, they picked up 63 new cases today, and they lost none. They got no active stats. It's time to go to not hard country. Little Vermont. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Not hard country, Vermont. They're only known for not hard and skiing. 97 new cases reported in that state today, but they lost none. They got 3,500 people infected, though. It's time to roll that off. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Ain't even 11:30 yet. Puerto Rico. No, we can do better than that. We got to roll that off. We got to roll that off. I said Puerto Rico. They got 2,580 new cases reported today. They lost 7 people. They got 121,500 people infected. Let's go to little Guam. They picked up 5 cases of the coronavirus, and they lost none. They got 36 people still infected. United States Virgin Islands, they picked up 17 cases today. And guess what? They lost none. No active stats. No stats for the Maria Islands. No stats for the American Samoa. No stats for the American military. That's 2 days in a row. Veteran Affairs, 388 new cases. They lost 35 people. They got 4,500 veterans still infected. Federal prisons, no stats. That's 2nd day in a row. The Navajo Nation. I said the Navajo. They picked up 2 cases today, but they lost none. They got 12,500 infected. Let's get to your totals for today. So far in the United States that we know of, we got 32,070,784 people that have been infected with the coronavirus that we know of. New cases today, 77,720. Total deaths, 577,179. How many Americans died today? See, people think this is going away. But we back up to 77,000 new cases. We lost 819 people today. 819 U.S. citizens, Americans, died from the coronavirus today. How many people are still walking around infected? 6,867,195. Until everybody gets the vaccine, this ain't going nowhere. 1 and 2 I heard that they took down Pfizer. That Pfizer got pulled back as a vaccine today. We might have to look at that tomorrow, unless somebody got a link today. All right, that's your stats. Let's hurry up and take a look at the news. It always show the Reverend. Hey, that's us right there. Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. The Johnson and Johnson got pulled. That's a daggone shame because that's the one I wanted. I heard it was only one time. I really wanted that. Uh-oh. Let's check this out, y'all. Breaking news 2 hours ago. Breaking news. Oh, Johnson and Johnson due to blood clots.
Standoff at a local high school. 36-year-old Christopher Marquez was wanted in connection with several felonies, including attempted murder. News 8 Steve Price explains how the standoff took a deadly turn.
Hold on, sir. Somebody said that they can't hear nothing, but I hear. Hold on a sec, y'all. Somebody said they can't hear anything. Let me go look at the audio. Okay. It sounds fine. Are you sure? I don't hear no audio problems. Oh, that was earlier. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I told you. When you on that phone, it's way over there. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the news.
A SWAT standoff here at San Diego High School has ended with the suspect, Christopher Marquez, shot and killed by police. A captain says he was a very dangerous man. In fact, they believe he was about to kill a woman.
Said the riots add more cases.
The chase through the South Bay, Point Loma, and downtown started around 8:15 Monday night when a National City police officer spotted 36-year-old Christopher Marquez, a wanted felon, inside a vehicle. He attempted to make a traffic stop on the vehicle. Quickly, that turned into a pursuit. Inside the car with Marquez, an unidentified woman. It's still not clear who was driving, but officers say at least 3 times during the chase, someone believed to be Marquez fired at officers. He shot at officers last night. He shot at our officers a week ago. He shot at bail bondsmen. He's a very dangerous person. The chase ended at San Diego High School with the 2 people running from the vehicle and trying to hide in a dumpster. They were quickly spotted and surrounded by SWAT officers who spent hours trying to negotiate.
Yes, spring break does increase the numbers.
Handgun for water, but Marquez still had a rifle. Then, Tuesday morning, about 11 hours into the standoff, SWAT officers perched above the dumpster noticed the situation about to take a horrific turn. The female had been trying to escape the dumpster. She was pulled back in on several occasions. The latest of those, she began screaming and begging for the male not to shoot her, not to do this. 2 officers saw the male push the female towards the ground, and they could see a rifle being brought up, prompting them both to fire their weapons. Marquez died at the scene. The woman was taken into custody unharmed. Police say they are still interviewing her and haven't determined yet if she will face any charges related to this incident. No officers were injured. With Marquez armed, police closed off several streets in this area, and San Diego Unified switched 3 schools, including San Diego High School, from in-person learning to online classes for the entire day.
Finding love on MASH inspired me.
Anything on the side worth looking at? Oh, 6 hours ago, breaking news, breaking news.
Subject of an Amber Alert overnight has been located and is now with authorities. This is a case that began out of Pasco County, but now has connections to Tampa and Hillsborough County.
Pasco's Sheriff Chris Nacco says the 11-year-old is a victim who lived a very difficult childhood. 8 on your side, Jeff Patterson joins us now live from the neighborhood where she was found. Jeff.
Good evening, Josh and Stacey. We understand the 11-year-old victim was found here last night by Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies and the Tampa Police Department. Pasco County Sheriff Chris Nacco credits numerous trips from the community in helping. This is security camera video from a 7-Eleven in Newport Richey that helped authorities know an 11-year-old child was in the company of 2 young men. The video and an Amber Alert had the attention of many focused on finding her.
We were very grateful. The numerous tips, everything we received last night, the hard work of the women and men that stayed up all night.
Authorities have now arrested 3 people. 19-year-old Reginald Clark from Jacksonville, a 17-year-old boy, and 22-year-old Luis Alberto Encarceron.
In her mind, she thought Luis was her boyfriend. We all know that that's not real. That's not real that an 11-year-old has a 22-year-old boyfriend. What is real is that Luis, this 22-year-old, acted like a predator on this little child.
Sheriff Nacco says he's thankful the 11-year-old child has been located, but he lashed out at adults who have commented on the girl's appearance on social media.
Her mom is in county jail. Her dad is nowhere in the picture. She has gone from one adverse childhood experience to another. And that's why I go back to those people that are putting rude comments on there. You have no idea what this girl's gone through in life.
And this just in to 8 on your side seconds ago from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. That 22-year-old has now been charged for having a sexual relationship with a minor. Coming up at 6 p.m., we'll hear from a neighbor who saw police here last night and was shocked to learn that they were here because of the Amber Alert that she had seen earlier in the day. Reporting live in Hillsborough County, Jeff Patterson, 8 on your side.
Well, if you're going to do something like that, I guess you should be looking. Wait a minute. Whoa. 22. Wait a minute.
This revolutionary dental device.
Girl who was the subject of an Amber Alert last night has been found safe in Hillsborough County. Authorities have arrested 3 people, including a 22-year-old man who pursued a relationship with the 11-year-old.
Oh, we already saw that. We just saw that. My bad, yo.
An 11-year-old.
I got tricked. My bad. 4 hours ago, breaking news.
Hines was just 2 years old, a little boy who loved playing and pizza. Last Thursday, the toddler's life came to a sudden tragic end.
Jake's father tells 8 on your side investigator Martin Saidi that his son's death could have been prevented if only some people had listened.
That's right. Jaden was just 2, but he used his words to communicate that he didn't want to go to Mommy's house. Records show Jaden's dad expressed safety concerns to the court, noting Jaden did not want to go to his mom's house. 2 months later, Jaden was at his mom's house when police say a man beat and killed him. Jaden Hines loved playing, pizza, and PJ Masks. The 2-year-old split his time between his mom and dad's house. On Thursday, 5:30 p.m., in accordance with the court-ordered custody agreement, Rashad Hines dropped off his son.
It's excruciating pain to even think about what I could have done better in order to prevent this from happening. I just wish I would have just kept him that day.
That day would be Jaden's last. Lakeland police say Allegra Jones, a man dating Jaden's mom, beat him unconscious. Instead of calling 911, he texted the child's mother, who rushed home from work. Jaden died of blunt force trauma. The suspect, who has multiple narcotics arrests, is now charged with aggravated manslaughter. Rashad says he warned the Florida Department of Children and Families and the court.
But how many more kids this system has to fail in order for this message to get through to them that things need to change? After I called DCF, no one did anything. After me state to the judge, no one did anything.
Nearly 2 months ago, Rashad filed this letter with the Polk County Clerk of Court. He requested a new hearing, citing concerns, writing Judge Torius for, quote, I strongly fear for the safety of my children. My son cries his eyes out when he has to go. On Monday, we reached out to the judge and DCF. Judge Spoor had no comment, and DCF tells us they're still researching the case. Rashad's days are dark, but he's doing his best to stay strong for Jaden.
I will not stop, and I hope you guys don't stop to get my son's story out there. Push it, push it. Make sure everybody knows the truth. Push my son's story because he deserved better and he deserved justice. If it was someone to hurt him, all he wanted was love. You would like him. If you would get to know him, you would love him. He would embrace you. If you just showed him that you love him, he would love you.
So the state attorney is still investigating and more charges could come. If you're in this situation, call the clerk's office. There are procedures you must follow to get a new hearing. We have requested public records, and we are definitely going to be following the state investigation here. Keith.
All right, thank you, Masa. If you have something you want Masa to investigate, you can call the 8 on your side helpline.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do something in the settings. Audio. Turn off echo cancellation and do stereo audio. And let's try that. Y'all let me know if this works. If it's better or worse.
Caught on camera, a CBS 2
Whoa.
News vehicle was stolen while our crews were working in Midtown. Happened shortly before this afternoon on 50th Street between 9th and 10th Avenues. Security cameras show a man talking with one of our photographers. He then walks across the street appearing to leave, but then heads back toward the truck, hops in, and takes off. Not far away at 50th and 5th Avenue, the vehicle sideswiped a taxi. It was eventually located in the Bronx on 138th Street and Cypress Avenue in Mott Haven. NYPD officers found the 24-year-old suspect. They took him into custody. Grand larceny charges are pending. Thankfully, no one was injured, including our crew members.
Let me try something real quick. Hold on. Open sound settings. Go into the speakers, configure speakers, front left speakers. Okay, we configured the speakers, and now we go into the levels, 100%. Enhancements, disable all enhancements, apply. Hopefully this will help. Advanced. DVD quality. Dolby Atmos for headphones. Okay. All right, let's see if it's any better now. This was 7 hours ago.
Developing news, a woman accused in the death of a tow truck driver last month appeared in court this morning. NHP says Colette Despain was the driver who slammed into Ryan Billett. It was on the side of the 215. She is now charged with leaving the scene of a deadly crash, which is a felony. Bianca Holman was in court this morning and has more on the latest developments. Hi, Bianca.
So this was a preliminary hearing to see if the case goes forward. The prosecution called 5 witnesses. The first was an NHP administrative assistant who took the report from Colette Despain the day after the crash. So this is some previous file footage, and so the 51-year-old filled out a report saying she was involved in a crash the night before. Lisa Carter testified that Despain filled out the report herself. The defense focused on how cooperative Despain was, including sharing pictures of her van. Carter also said that Despain did not ask many questions, which is not common. Oftentimes, she said people ask many questions about the process once the form is turned in. The second witness was an NHP trooper who responded to the crash scene, and he was also there when Despain was questioned the next day. Now, this is an ongoing case, and we will definitely continue to keep you updated as things develop online. and on air. Bianca Holman, 8 News Now.
Okay. No, Google Chrome is turned all the way up. Everything is turned up. Trying to see anything volume wise. What's this? Alrighty. Have we seen this video?
Yeah, hey there, guys. We were on the campus of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. It was here back in 1996 that Kristen Smart disappeared. She was a 19-year-old freshman. For years, people suspected Paul Flores. Today, he was arrested. Here is a picture of him being arrested. He was actually arrested down in Southern California in San Pedro. At the time of the disappearance, he was also a student here and the last known person to see Kristen Smart. Arrested along with him up here in the San Luis Obispo area, not far from here, was his father, Ruben Flores, who is now 80 years old. He was arrested as an accessory. Paul was arrested for the murder. The sheriff had a news conference here announcing the arrest just a little while ago. He says at this point a body has not been found, but they have established enough evidence to make them believe that Paul Flores is responsible. He says they have physical evidence linking him to the crime, and he also says they have been monitoring. They got a search warrant to monitor his phone call and text, and when asked if that yielded any valuable information, he said yes, it did yield some valuable information, described it as being pieces of the puzzle that helped put the case together. He did say he also spoke to Kristen Smart's parents this morning after the arrest.
I have spoken to the Smart family numerous times, including this morning. Matter of fact, twice today. I think they're feeling a bit of relief, but as you can imagine, until we return Kristen to them, this is not over. And we have committed to them that we are not going to stop until Kristen has been recovered, no matter what the cost, no matter what the time. We're committed to that.
Now, today, Wendy Birch actually spoke to Paul Flores' mother. She'll have more on that coming up at 3:30. But the big news, an arrest in this long-standing case that investigators say they have been working on for years. For now, reporting live in San Luis Obispo, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
I don't understand it because the headphone, it's killing me. These things loud as I don't know what. I don't understand it. But let's look at it's one thing I want to find. Let's check this out. Then we'll get to the video.
We're following that breaking news involving Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine.
The FDA and CDC are now calling for a pause on the vaccine because of concerns over blood clots. The FDA says it's reviewing 6 cases of a severe type of blood clot in people who received the Johnson & Johnson shot. Right now, they say these reactions appear to be rare. Johnson & Johnson says it has found no connection between its vaccine and the blood clots. Johnson & Johnson is already facing supply shortages this week after an issue at a plant working on the vaccine. This could change the pace of the rollout as fears of a 4th surge grow. NBC News health and medical reporter Erica Edwards is following the latest on the pandemic this morning and this breaking news. So, Erica, what are you learning about the decision from the FDA and from the CDC?
Hi, good morning, Joe and Savannah. Yeah, so this was a joint decision, a joint statement by the FDA and CDC that they put out this morning. saying that indeed they are pausing the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is made in partnership with Janssen Pharmaceuticals across the U.S. Now, so far, 6.8 million doses have been administered in this country, but the pause comes after 6 women between the ages of 18 and 48 developed really rare blood clots after receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Of course, they're investigating this. They're not saying that there's a causal link just yet, but certainly something to keep an eye on. Now, the CDC has said it will reconvene a meeting of its immunization committee tomorrow to further investigate the situation. I should also point out that COVID-19 itself carries a far higher risk for blood clots. So a little perspective there. Joe?
Wow, that's actually a really great point, Erica. Now, Erica, as you know, because we've been talking since last hour, but I will also share with our viewers, I personally just received the J&J vaccine on Thursday, so just a couple days ago. I'm 29, right in the middle of that 18 to 48, so I'm asking for myself and on behalf of the millions of people who have received this vaccine, what does this mean if you're waking up to this news this morning and you just received this shot? And what has the FDA and the CDC said about those people? Is there anything that they should do or watch out for? Or is this rare enough that it's not a huge concern?
Well, first of all, it is rare, and it's interesting because I was just talking with some physicians yesterday about the AstraZeneca vaccine, which, of course, as we all know, is not approved for any use here in the U.S., but has also been linked to some of these rare blood clots in other countries. Now, talked to some physicians saying, if people are concerned, what should they be looking for? And they said, if you start getting really odd headaches or other muscle aches in the few weeks following the vaccine, then, pay attention. But otherwise, again, these are 6 cases among 6.8 million doses so far administered. Overall, they're saying, don't worry, pay attention to the news. Obviously, the experts are going to weigh in and get more information from the company. But so far, they're saying, pause the panic.
And speaking of the company, Erica, what is Johnson & Johnson saying about this?
Yeah, they released a statement just a few minutes ago, and I'm going to read it for you right now. Of course, now on live TV, I'm not getting it. Okay, here we go. Recent part. At present, no clear causal relationship has been established between these rare events and the Janssen COVID-19 vaccine. We continue to work closely with experts and regulators to assess the data. And of course, they will be participating in that meeting tomorrow with the CDC.
And Erica, last quick question for you. I love the way that you just said pause the panic. But, I think as people continue to wake up to these questions about the safety of the vaccine and keeping in mind that these are all emergency use vaccines, they have not actually been officially approved by the FDA. Explain to us a little bit about the logic behind pausing the panic. Let us know why we should, why it's okay, why we don't need to be concerned about the safety here when we do get headlines like this.
Well, that's a really good point. These are scary headlines, and it's important for us to continue to report on them, but also to continue to sort of provide some clarity and some context behind the headlines. And that's kind of where we're coming from with, of course, there's 6.8 million doses already administered. Now, what we need is more data. So as these companies apply for full approval, I think Pfizer will probably be the first one out of the gate. We will then see a fuller picture of all of the studies that have been done. More than 30,000 people in the U.S. actually participated in those Johnson & Johnson vaccine trials. So certainly there's a lot more data out there. We're certainly get that as they file for that full approval.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erica. Alrighty, let's come back. Alrighty, y'all, as promised, this is the last bike ride with Bessie May. This is the last bike ride, y'all, hopefully. Because we got a new powerhouse coming tomorrow. But Bessie May has served us well. So let's check out our last ride with Bessie May. And let me turn the volume up.
Music.
All right, volume is fully up.
Hello. What are you doing? Everything but what I want, right? Are we live? Are we live in his ass? Are we live? Are we live? We live in his air. Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we live? Are we? Are we live? There I am. Okay, I gotta look at myself on my own channel. That's crazy. Okay, I gotta look at myself on my own channel. That's crazy. Yeah, you know you're wrong for that.
All right, hold on. So the video low on that channel too. So we gotta do them individually? Okay.
You know you're wrong for that. Come on, get down. You don't need to accelerate. Cause that truck always sitting here. Now this is what you supposed to have done last time. Yeah, we still hit the wall. Well, like, somebody got a new bed set. On the wrong side. Go on, buddy. I was just asking you to take a bite of BESSIE. If you might come tomorrow, I was telling you to take a bite of BESSIE. Much of your work on it. Did you feel all right? The girl just said you love to take your face too much dollars, man. Look, see, I think I can move forward on eBay. But it's a classic. It's the first one, and they sold out on the website. Not on eBay. They sold out on Amazon. You think I can get a good deal, huh? Put it for like $350? For like what was the last time we did it? 100 or something? I don't know. I might put it on eBay for 400. Let's see what happens. But the girl just said she can do it. But shit, if I can get that fast too, if we done with it, I'll be done with it. You know what I mean? You remember that day we had to look around that shit? I don't want to do that again. What time we got? What time we got? I'm not looking at you crazy. 10:35? All right, I get the nicotine boxes from the Walgreens. It goes at 9. If you still here, I'll stop by and holler at you. We got we got less than 20 minutes to get down here. Let's go. All right, so we are. Oh, Lord. Let me go. Kickstand. Well, right on now. Come on. That's your knee. Come on. You know what? I don't know what the hell they doing, but we ain't got to wait. Let's go. Pharmacy closed 9 o'clock. Let's get it. And my master fell down. Double got people waiting on me. Yep. Take your time. How y'all doing? Pretty good.
Alrighty, y'all. It's 11:57. Let me go ahead and just cut this show short. I don't know what's going on with the volume. Probably need to restart the computer. I'm gonna install another audio driver. Like I said, we haven't been in here in a couple of days. We've been using the bedroom. So we'll look at this footage tomorrow. And so we'll have double footage because I'm definitely taking out the new bike tomorrow. Whenever it get charged up, depends on what time it get here. But we're gonna be going out and we're gonna be speeding around Baltimore City. So I'm looking forward to that. We definitely gonna take a nice ride tomorrow. So if y'all can hear me now, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. We will be doing the unboxing for the new bike, and we're gonna be on the Brother Derek's review channel. If you're not subbed, let me show it to you real quick. It's called the Brother Derek's review channel. He said the mic back to all good again. It's 12 o'clock. I promised him I would stop at 12. Let me show y'all the new channel and drop the link. I hope I got it on this computer. Hold on a sec. It's not on this computer? That's weird. Okay, we'll do it the hard way. Here it is. This is the new channel, y'all. That's one of their bikes, but let me get the link so I can put it in the chat. But this is the new channel. If you see the small one right here, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting this tomorrow. Hopefully they send me this and let me ride this. Hopefully. That could be it. But we're using that in the bedroom. I might have to bring that back out here. That might be what it is. Like I said, we haven't done the StreamYards out here. The OBS is fine, but we haven't done the StreamYards. This is the new link, y'all. This is the link to the channel. Tomorrow, I will be on. This is the link to the new channel. Tomorrow, I'll be on. It's called Brother Derek. Wait a minute. You showing the wrong thing. I don't want you to show that. Come here. Stop showing. Share. Hold on, y'all. We showing the wrong thing. This is the new channel. It's called Brother Derek's Review. And we're going to be reviewing the bike on this channel tomorrow. We're going to do the unboxing. So if y'all want to join me, I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it if y'all come join me tomorrow. But it's at the 12 o'clock. I promised them I wouldn't live stream at the 12. So we'll go ahead and call it a night, and we'll look at the footage tomorrow. So y'all have a great night. Thanks, McDuck, NNC, and the other 5 people that's here. that didn't want to say anything, hey, I appreciate you, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Wish me luck that the bike get here with no problems. Keeping my fingers crossed. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. Peace, everybody, and we out.